Metabot, and welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So, we got this huge battle here in front of us. And my two main task forces are busy doing naval invasions. Very important naval invasions. I want to take the Strait of Gibraltar and the Suez Canal before we go and do any other major fighting, because then I get to control who gets into and out of the Mediterranean, and that's kind of important. But my battlecruisers are free to roam, and they have run into a huge British force of 9 battlecruisers. All are the Queen Mary class. They are slower and smaller than my own battlecruisers. They've got fewer guns, smaller guns. I've got 815s on each of mine, but there are 9 of them. So that's a pretty significant advantage to the British in this case. I do have 4 destroyers and 4 torpedo boats though. So I'm gonna see what I can do with all those torpedoes. Alright. So the destroyers have been very recently refit. They got my latest torpedoes. Let's see. Why are you here? Well, anyway, 22-inch torpedoes. I think I'm very close to getting the 23-inch, if I don't have them already, since the refit. But pretty big torpedoes. Pretty good range for the era. Almost 10 kilometers. These torpedoes, not quite as advanced. Their refit is a couple years old. But 9 kilometers, 20-inch torpedoes, that's pretty good. And these have a lot of torpedoes. Triple launchers now. 6 triple launchers. That's 18 torps per salvo. That's pretty good. There. These armored cruisers have been refit. The Mark III 11-inch guns did not fit in the side mounts here, so I had to take those off. Replace them with 7-inch guns, which are not secondaries, by the way. So they got primaries of 2 different calibers, which isn't ideal. But I was able to bump them up to 28 knots in top speed, same as my battlecruisers. Which means my ships can outrun the British, if it comes to it. I don't think I can outspot them though, because the tower spotting on these battlecruisers, it's pretty bad. No good towers available for them yet. And adding to that, my ships are bigger than the British, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get outspotted. Where's the sun? It is setting. Never mind. I spotted them first. So I'm just being wrong today. That's pretty good range on their 14s. 46 calibers in length. They don't have a lot of armor though. And it's pretty crap quality actually. Cordite 1 Dunite. I think that quote might come into play. But they outrange me, which is not good. That is, I think I've lengthened these by 10% too. Which is about as much as I can lengthen them by. Actually no, 12 is my maximum now. but the base length of the Ottoman barrels is basically just not very good. Cruising speed is 17 knots. Yeah, they are slowing down just very, very slowly. Okay, here are the enemy destroyers. Unlucky there. That one destroyer that got hit. But we got torpedo range already. You can target one each. Here. Armored cruisers already targeting the enemy destroyer screen, which is perfect. That's what I like to see. Maybe something like that. Unless we get some real fireworks when these torpedoes start landing. Let's sail the torpedo boats further in before launching. Destroyers might just want to have you launch from the front. There we go. Invincible. New Zealand. And Prince Consort. And up here, Dash 2 has also taken a hit. We don't want you slowing down your friends here. Taking a huge hit. You got your torps away. This is the important part. Now, torpedo boats. Invincible. Lord Warden. Actually, like so. Yeah, I actually lost that torpedo boat. Destroyers are getting out. Torpedoes already doing a lot of damage. Let's see, what is a British armored cruiser made out of? Got Mark II 10-inch guns. Let's see. Cordite, Dunite. Minus 13. Almost minus 14% draft. Short-range torpedoes. That's a lot of fish. Maybe this can be the thumbnail. Did you just eat a bunch of torpedoes, or did they somehow miss? Yeah, these can all go again. (94-7) will probably not go again. Lord Warden sinks. That's one battlecruiser down. Armored cruisers can start taking care of the destroyers following. That was unnecessary. Just hitting me like that. Okay, what are you doing? Like, at some point, this problem with ships not reducing their speed as ordered started appearing. I think it might have something to do with, like, deceleration being just not good. Even though, hopefully, with unbalanced rudder and other things, I should have pretty good deceleration. Which is typically a lot more important than acceleration. Let's see, Division 7. Okay, you're once again together. You might be useful again too, but I want you slowing down the two that are intact. Gonna wait until the smoke comes back. Let's see where my torpedo boats go. Here they are. I've sunk one, but many of them are very damaged. It's just too bad they're kind of zoning me out with that long-range fire. If I close in to be in range to fire at one of them, they're gonna have several ships that are in range to return fire. Which isn't good. I was hoping I'd have the range advantage with my bigger guns, but yeah, obviously they have Cordite 1 instead of Tube Powder 1, which does give them more range at the cost of flash fires. They haven't flashed off yet, so I don't know. You have 2 torpedoes. Might just launch them at Furious. You got 9 torpedoes. Let's bring you into range of defense. It's just 2 torpedoes, but they might do something. And they got those destroyers there, also zoning me out. Guns off. I want you launching at Prince Consort once you're in range. Launch at Defense. Hopefully these destroyers can get out. Dash 7 has been slowed down too much. Probably can't get in. Turn your guns off too. Here we go. This is a little bit sketchy now. I think it's alright. Furious. Or just zealous. It's the closest. Oh, your torpedoes have blown up. Well, that's too bad. That was, it's too late to launch. Hopefully you can still get out. Are we gonna get any torpedo hits out of this? One on New Zealand. Which does suffer a flash fire. I don't know if that was the torpedo head causing that, or well, it's the torpedo hit causing a flash fire on New Zealand. And another flash fire, and I think that might be the end on New Zealand. I think Inflexible, you took a bunch of torpedoes by the looks of things. Launch these as at Prince Consort. Let's see if I can take some heads on Incomparable. There we go, New Zealand goes down. And then just rely on my own battlecruisers to finish off these that are very badly damaged. There we go, flash fire on Undaunted. What hit you? 11-inch guns from my cruisers. Nice. Got 3 more torpedoes. He didn't launch all of them at Incomparable. Don't know why he didn't. Dud torpedo and Prince Consort. You only took 1 torpedo hit and it was a dud. That is unfortunate. Oh, wait. Wrong ships. There we go. (94-7) is still with us. Has a full load of torpedoes. See if we can just deal with inflexible. 11-inch guns are still punchy enough to maybe go through. And I can hope for some torpedo heads on Prince Consort. Most of them at Prince Consort and 3 at Inflexible. Looks like they're all heading in the same direction though. We sank 2 battlecruisers thus far. I think this might be the 4th. Yeah, there we go, flash firing. Only 1 torpedo on Prince Consort, but that might be enough. Don't look like we're gonna get any on Inflexible. So we're out of torpedoes. But we've definitely done a lot of damage. I think Prince Consort is... no, might have gotten it. Yeah, no, she is sinking. Went down to 1. The flooding is not contained. It's just very slowly spreading. No, it's contained. Accuracy is decent. These battlecruisers are following my torpedo boats. It's fine. Yavuz took some minor hits. Inflexible goes down. That's 3 enemy battlecruisers sunk. 3 out of 9. I was really hoping we had gotten more with the torpedoes. You are alive. You are alive. You seem to be alive. You seem to be alive. So all destroyers got away. But we've lost 2 torpedo boats. That's not bad. That's not a bad trade for now 4 battlecruisers. It's not a bad trade at all. Yeah, you can get a lot of torpedo boats for the cost of one of these. We got 15 million per. Of course, Britain has a lot of money, so they can buy a lot of these battlecruisers. And they have. These 9 battlecruisers we're facing here, that's not all their battlecruisers, that's less than half. They've got 20-something in total. And 20-something battleships as well. Not sure how many of those battleships are dreadnoughts, and how many, if any, are still pre-dreadnoughts. Some of them might be pre. If they've been just sailing around and haven't gotten scrapped. See if we can take out Undaunted. We got a +10 for target ship size. That is a pretty expensive armored cruiser. Huge hit from a 15-inch. So here are the destroyers. Sadly, Yavuz takes a hit in return, and we have, of course, switched our main guns to fire at the destroyers. But hang on, what is it I see here? Two battlecruisers sailing like right behind one another. That means we can get accidental hits. Yavuz is controlling her flooding, it seems. Let's take out some destroyers. Almost looked like it said curious. Yavuz, you're still doing 25 point something knots. So you're still faster than the enemy battlecruisers. Which is important because now we are doing a fighting retreat. Yeah, they got the gun range advantage, but that did come at a cost of flash fires. Might have to go for a round 2 of this battle. At least I know my my battleships with the Mark III 13-inch guns do outrange these, even with tube powder. That's good to know. I don't know anything about the British battleships yet, though. Still to encounter those. Furious, you've lost your main tower. We can switch targets. We can come back closer again and maybe deal with the destroyers. If there is to be a round 2, I would like the enemy to not have destroyers. Not really hitting much. 12% chance to hit, but I got short-range torps. They're not too much to worry about, but I do effectively zone out my own destroyers by screening. Looks like we're gonna get some of them, though. Sultan, you can just keep sailing. Maybe you should fire AP. Maybe you should fire HE, because you're bow in, and you can pen those extended belts. I was hoping. Well, my cruisers are holding. The 11-inch guns are actually being quite effective against the British battlecruisers. Try and straighten out. We maybe get some kind of cruising speed bonus here. Slightly up that accuracy. There we go, that was a huge hit. HE pen. On the aft belt for some reason. Don't ask me to explain that. Are we gonna get zealous? Switch back to invincible. Not sure if we can get zealous. But it would be nice to at least do some like big structure damage. Force her to repair. Going out of range. But invincible is coming in. Well, you can see here, it's not taken a lot of hits. Hasn't really hit that many shots either, but he's only got a regular crew. Now we're getting like more than 20% chance to hit. Doesn't really translate into actual hits though. There we go. I think we're leaving this. Oof! I should have left like 5 seconds ago. Hopefully I can pump out more of that water. And there's a huge main belt pen we took. We're building up speed though. The engines were fixed. Invincible is not really keeping up. We're gonna be in range of them for a while. Can we get away? It's not a good hit to take. Slowing me down like that. Only doing 20.2 knots. But we are getting away. We were getting away. Still doing almost 20 knots. Yeah, we pumped the water out again. 20. We are out of range. There we go. Saved it. Battlecruiser took some nasty damage at the end, but we did sink 4 battlecruisers. So that's 86,000 victory points. And that is a decent victory. So 100% here, 100% here. Britain is rebellious, which is good. That means rebellions can start popping up in their provinces. Which may mean their armies will be busy quelling those instead of invading me. Yeah. But they are going to take southern Italy. There's not much I can do about that. Repairing. They're being repaired for 4 months. Funchal, where the heck is that? Here. That's what I get for getting to set repair priority on low. Although most of the time it seems like it doesn't actually do a difference. So this force has been greatly reduced. Hopefully they're not going to be bothering my naval invasion. Hopefully. Let's just be careful so we don't accidentally send them into port. That would be bad. I also don't want them combining. But I want them being just inside the circle, like so. Alright, let's see what kind of fun we get next month. Mahmoud, you can go for here. Strike that port. Britain has a revolution. We got light cruiser on light cruiser fight. I think we got time for that one. There's also a straggle fight here. And it looks like I took Gibraltar, which is great. It means I can send my ships around. Ah, this is not the more modern-ish light cruiser from the battle last episode. This is an older one, but one that has recently been refit with Mark III 7-inch guns and 9-kilometer torpedoes. There they are. This time, I think... no, I don't think I can go through that main belt. Still. Only at point-blank range. .4-kilometer torpedoes. You will notice I had to remove the B turret and add a another turret at the back here. Because the Mark III turrets were a little bit too big. I couldn't fit two of them on the bow. Two torps going out. The guns are actually doing decent. Be a little too decent. Those flooding hits slow down the enemy just enough that my torpedoes missed. Should have saved them. These Mark III 7-inch guns are really something though. How about we fire AP? What will that do? The flooding hits, overpens mostly. We haven't taken any damage. Torpedoes are almost reloaded. And I do also have bow, stern, and torps on the other side as well. We could do the old circle thing. Which we have to because their torps are coming in. Let's squeeze through here. Send them too aggressive. I need my broadside pointed like here, I think. There we go. You know, don't need that much lead. It's pretty slow now. I think those two torps will hit. At least one, maybe. Unless I'm really unlucky. Torp hit. I don't think further torps will be needed. I think Psyche is going down. There we go. Nice. I think that was the last ship they had in the Mediterranean. Oh. Both my battlecruisers are in for repair? You know what? We can do this one too. Just send the cruiser home and see what the torpedoes can do. All focused on one battlecruiser. Now I'm worried that the game might have deleted my one of my battlecruisers. I don't think so. There's the incomparable. You got torpedoes, you got torpedoes. You all have torpedoes. I'm gonna try and sandwich the incomparable between my torpedo boats and my destroyers. And when we get close, I'm just gonna have them do independent torpedo runs. $32 million. Yeah, destroyers are definitely the more valuable ships here compared to the torpedo boats. He's closing in. I don't think she's seen my... There we go. Spotted the torpedo boats. Now you see me. Now you don't. Here we go. 18 torpedoes. Coming right for you. And if you avoid those, -9 is here. I think these are gonna hit though. No, I think they're gonna miss. Yeah, they are missing. If you're gonna turn that way, you're gonna turn that way. I got more ships gunning for you. And see how quickly you can reverse that turn you just did. Launched. And here's the salvo you will not be avoiding. There we go. Flash fires. And sinking. Nice. Another 20,000 victory points. Yeah, losing transports. Not good. Losing Italy, also not good. Taking Gibraltar, though. Very good. Transport capacity, not too bad. Persia seems to be holding. Oman, not so much. Battleships, you're going in. We're taking some part of Italy. Probably central. Yeah, we got these here. Only some of them were in that straggle battle. But not all. I don't know what's up with that. Old armored cruisers could be useful for something, maybe. Battlecruiser repairing infantile. Where? You're not here. Yeah, this black square here has me worried. It's like it doesn't exist. Anyway, if the game has decided that that ship is gone, then I'll just have to edit it back into existence or something. Goodbye, and take care.